Hey besties, it's your favorite bestie Shay and I am back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about all the books that I'm hoping to get to in the month of July. I am not doing my typical TBR jar chooses my TBR for this month because I have so many books that I have started and have not finished. So for July, our goal is to get through every single book that I have started and have not finished. So I have all the books right here in these two little stacks next to me. We're going to go through them all, and all of these are going to be the books on my TBR for July. So let's just get straight into it. I am so excited to talk about these books and to start getting into them, getting them finished up. So let's just get into the video. So the first book we have is Scythe. If you guys have watched last month, I tried to read this book. This was on my TBR for May. I did not get to finish it. I did get to part 2, which is page 65. But after that, I did not finish anymore. I do want to finish this book up, so this will be the first book I'm hoping to get to in July. The next book is The Ever King, which me and my fiance started together, so maybe we'll finish it together. We didn't get far, and I actually don't know how far we got because I was listening to the audiobook. I did not pick up the physical book, so there's no like bookmark, but I know we started it, so hopefully I can finish this up really quick. I think I can because I can get the audiobook. So this is the second book. I actually don't really know what this book is about, but I think it has, is it pirates? Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's not pirates. I don't know. The next book is Broken Country. Ooh. Settle down there. The next book is Broken Country. This book I think is going to be so interesting. The premise of this book, I think it's like somebody killed a dog and it ends up being the dog to somebody that she had connections with in the past, and then things start to get brought up and stuff start happening, and it's just like it's supposed to be, you know, like a crazy type of book. I am so excited to get into it though. This is probably one of the books I'm most excited to get to in July. So yeah. Next, we have Blood Sisters, which it looks like I marked my spot. It looks like I got to chapter 4, which isn't that far in. It's only 25 pages, but I do want to finish this. It's like, I think something happened to her sister, like her sister went missing or something like that. Okay, so yeah, her sister goes missing, and so she has to go back home and like, you know, help figure it out. And she is, I believe, like some type of agent, like she's supposed to be protecting, it says the Indian Affairs. She's an archaeologist for the Bureau of Indian Affairs. So she's like protecting the land and whatever. So I don't know. It sounded good when I first got it. I've started it and I want to get done with it. Like I really want to finish it. So that's the next one. And then we have Night Watcher, which I seen somebody talk about on TikTok, and I literally immediately went and bought it. And I started it. I got to chapter like 3 or 4, I think, in the audiobook, and then I didn't listen to no more. I really want to finish this one. This one is probably number 2 of my most anticipated finishes. You know what I mean? Next we have Rose in Chains, which everybody that I've seen talk about this book says they enjoy it, they rave about it. I'm not sure what it's really about, but I made it to chapter 5. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can get through it, finish the rest of it. I think we can, honestly. And I think I'm going to really enjoy it. But I think she's like sold off, and the person who bought her is like, I don't even know how to explain it. But I think this is going to be a really interesting book. And then next we have Red City by Mary Lou. And I have made it to, I don't even know, this chapter. Okay, I made it to this one because it don't have numbers, like it don't mark off by numbers, so I don't really know exactly what chapter I'm on, but I am, what page is this, 81 pages into the book. So I am excited to get more into it. I was enjoying it when I was reading it, but it was harder for me to read physically, so I definitely was waiting for the audiobook to come through, and I now have it, so I do need to get to it. But yeah, so I'm ready to finish this one. I don't know how excited I am. I'm not sure if I'm gonna really enjoy it, but it was good so far. I just hope it picks up more as it goes. Now on to my basket of books. Like, look at this, y'all. We have a whole basket of books that I have started and have not finished. And I just need to get through all of these. So let's go through these ones. The first one we have is Of Ink and Alchemy. I am on chapter 4. So as y'all can see, it's kind of like a theme where I'll read like almost 5 chapters and then I won't pick it up again. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is with books, but that's how it's been going. I do want to finish. I want to read some more of this one, but I don't know how much I was enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying it that much when I picked it up, but I do want to read it. This one follows, what's her name? Kelly and Logan. Logan is like somebody who worked under her father. It's kind of like her father's friend, and he's had, you know, eyes for her. It's like an age gap, I think, but I don't think it's a big age gap. When I first heard about this book, I thought the age gap was huge, but as I was reading it, I realized I don't think the age gap is huge, but it is an age gap. So yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna try to get through that. And then Half City by Kate Golden. I've heard so much good things about this, and I don't even know where I got to. I think I got to chapter 3, but I didn't mark it in the physical book because I was reading on my Kindle. I do really want to finish this one. This is one that is on the top of my list to finish because I actually think I'm going to enjoy it. I actually was intrigued, and she's like a demon hunter, I think, or like, yeah, like she's a demon hunter and nobody knows, I don't think. That's really all I really got. I haven't got far. I don't know who the main love interest is supposed to be. Like, I don't know anything like that. I just know she's a demon hunter. And I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. That's all I know. Next, we have Pen Pal, which I marked 26, but I did listen to a little bit of it recently, like 2 days ago. So Pen Pal will be probably the first one I finish up because I already have the audiobook that I'm listening to. And I am intrigued to get through it. I was reading it physically at first, and then we got to a part where I just felt like it felt repetitive, and I didn't want to read no more at the time, but I did want to get the physical copy, which I got, and I did want to finish it. And listening to the audiobook, I am realizing it's actually giving me a little bit more creepy vibes than reading it. It was a little creepy while reading it, but now that I'm listening to the audiobook, it's more creepy, and I think I'm actually liking it a lot more now that I'm in the audiobook. So I am still trying to figure out who the pen pal was, because you know, if you've read this, it starts off her getting this note after her husband dies, and she gets these pen pal notes, and the person's like, he wants her or whatever, and then she meets this other person that she starts to build a connection with, that she kind of falls for quickly, and she's just kind of confused, and things are going on. It's feeling ghostly, stalkery, like it's like creepy. It's creepy things happening. She don't understand what's happening, and it's just intriguing. I really want to finish it, and I've heard the ending is way, like, it's not what you think, and so I'm intrigued to see what happens. And I'm almost done with it. I only got a couple more hours in the audiobook, so we will be finishing that one. Camera's about to die, so I'll be right back. Sorry if the quality kind of changed. My lighting in here is not the best, so like it gets bright, then it gets dark, it gets bright, then it gets dark. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I got a little tripod behind with a little ring light, but I need a new one. So we will be investing in a new ring light soon so we can have better lighting, but for right now, just bear with me, okay? I'm sorry. The next book is Culti. I am on chapter 2, I think. I think I'm actually in the beginning of chapter 2. Mariana Zapata, one thing about her is her books are slow burn, so you're gonna get more plot than you are romance, in my opinion. So I started this book and I really am wanting to finish this book. I just know this would be it's gonna be a slower read, so I might have to like force myself to pick it up. Not force in the way of I'm dragging my feet, but more like you need to sit down and give the book like a couple hours of reading every time I pick it up to make sure I'm really like getting into it, so I can actually have the chance to get into it instead of like one or two chapters where it's like, okay, I'm kind of taking myself out of it, and then I won't rate it as high. You know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Next we have For the Wolf, and this one follows a girl, a second born daughter. So this book, when you have a second born daughter, she is for the wolf. Like, you send her to the woods, she goes with the wolf. And the firstborn daughter, you know, she stays back and like has everything. So we follow the second born daughter. What is her name? I don't even know her name. Red. We follow Red, and she's the second born daughter, and she is preparing to be sent off to the wolf. And her sister is wanting her to not go, but she has this magical ability, this magic that nobody knows about, that is dangerous. And so she is accepting her fate of having to go to the wolf because of the power. She don't want anybody to get hurt. She would have ran, but an incident happened where it kind of attached itself to her. So I don't know if I'm explaining that really correctly, but that's kind of like the premise of how far I've gotten into this book. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. I did make it to chapter 2, page 22. And this was a book that I was wanting to get further in. And then I was reading it, and then I forgot, kind of. Like, sometimes I have a bad habit of, while I'm reading a book, I will start another one, and that one will draw more of my attention in, and then I just kind of forget. And then a new month come around, and I'm like, let me finish my TBR first. And I'm really bad at finishing my TBR early in the month, so then the end of the month come, and I'm like, well, I'm preparing my next TBR, so I'll pick these up later. That's kind of how this goes. So yeah, and side note, these are the main books that I have started but not finished, and I try to like gather them all, but there is more books on my TBR that I have started that I have not finished, and I'm not even gonna worry about those because that'll be too much work to try to go find every single book. But these are the majority of them. I just want to give that because I'm looking around at some of my other books in front of me, and I'm seeing one that I started, but I'm like only a chapter or two in, so it's like these are just the ones that I put in a pile of books that I'm like, okay, I need to come back to these. Okay, so then next we have, can you stop falling? Next we have Fight by Sloane St. James. This one, I literally got so far. I got to chapter 26, page 157. Look at my cute little, I love this little bookmark. I got it from like a card show. They were selling cards, and I went and I bought it. But we got to chapter 26. This book follows a firefighter. He does like, what is it? Wildfires. He fights the wildfires, and then she's an ambulance, a EMT, ambulance person, whatever. And so it follows them too, and they end up on the same call together. So they end up on the same call together, and it's like, you know, they've been talking before, and he finds some things out. She's new to town. He's been there for years. She's new. She needs a job. She's running from something. There's a secret that she's keeping from everybody. And I don't even know how to explain it for real. Just that she has a secret. He thinks he's finding out stuff, and he's making decisions based off that. And yeah, I don't know how to really explain it, but all I know is they end up on a call together, and it gets a little hot, and it's not just a fire. So I'm excited to get back into that one. I don't know why I never finished it. I was reading it when I was doing my 75 books, and I don't know why I didn't finish it. I could not tell you why I did not finish the book, but I didn't, so I do want to. Next we have Butcher and Blackbird, which I actually don't know exactly where I'm at. In the book, in like my bookmark, it's saying I'm on the chapter Discordia. I don't know how many chapters that is, but it's page 114. I don't know if that's the actual chapter I'm on because I was reading it on my Kindle. So I do have to get it back on my Kindle to make sure I'm on the right chapter. I'm not sure if I am, but I'm like a good way in. And this one follows two serial killers, and they start doing this like contest to see who can get the kill first type of thing. And it's just fun. Like, it's fun. And I'm intrigued to get back into it. So we'll be picking that one up very, very soon. And then next we have, oh, please don't fall out. Next we have Dead Silence, which I've heard some good reviews on, but I only made it to chapter 2. And I do want to finish this. So I'm not actually sure what this book even is about. And I don't feel like reading the synopsis. So I can't really tell you what it's about, but I know I started it. And I do want to get into it. I have a bad habit of, if a YouTuber that I like watching suggests a book, I'll go and start it and I'll read it. And sometimes that's not the best thing to do, because it ends up like this, where I only get to chapter 2 and then I don't read no more. And then we have Stalking Jack the Ripper. And I'm really upset because I don't know where I ended off in this book. I could not tell you where I ended in this book. But I did read a few chapters. I just don't remember where I ended. And my little bookmark that I had is gone. But I do have a dog ear. So maybe I'll just start at the chapter that I dog-eared, which was chapter 3. But I did lose my bookmark. So I don't know exactly where I was at in this book. But this book, I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like, honestly, I couldn't explain it to you. I just know they were... The back says, he murdered women in cold blood. He terrorized an entire city. He taunted those of us who hunted him down. But despite all these horrors, in the end, I could not deny it. I was the girl who loved stalking the Ripper. So, she was just kind of like infatuated with him. So she was stalking him, basically, is what I'm getting from that. Next, we have Where the Wildflowers Grow, and I was enjoying this book so much. I don't know what happened and why I never picked it back up, if I'm being honest. I made it to chapter 3. The chapters are pretty long, but they are so good. This book is so good. I highlighted so many things. Like this first thing, on literally chapter 1, the first page of chapter 1, it says, Mama used to say that the eyes are a window into a person's soul. The next part was, the eyes don't lie, even in the grip of death. There are no curtains to conceal us in shadows, no secrets left untold. You see it all. Why? Her writing is so good. Like, her writing is so good. And the only reason why, I honestly know why. The only reason why I put this book down is because I was recording a Diversify. I was recording my very first episode of diversifying my reads. And I was reading, I wanted to read 3 other books. 2 of which were really thick books, and this one I felt like I was reading too slow, and I wanted to give it its fair chance and not like force myself through a book. So I put it down and I never picked it back up, and I do want to pick it back up, so we will be picking it back up. Next we have, well, that sucks. I don't know where it was at. My whole bookmark just fell out. I'm gonna just say chapter 2. Next we have Happy Place, which I was reading. I actually annotated. I read it. I was starting to read it on my way to Tennessee when I went to Tennessee, and I never finished it. And I want to read it in the summer, so right now is the perfect time to be picking it back up. But I did start to annotate it a little bit, and I don't even remember what my annotation like tabs were for. Isn't that crazy? Oh! I actually made like a tab thing. So that's good. That's nice. So I'm going to keep the annotation tabs in there because I will be tabbing it up when I read it. I love Emily Henry. I feel like her books are always so good, in my opinion. Next we picked up Before I Let Go. I don't know where I'm at, and I don't have a physical like bookmark in here. I was listening to the audiobook. So I want to say maybe like chapter 3 or 4. I am going to get the audiobook back. I love Kennedy Ryan's books on audio. I don't know why. I don't know. I just liked her. I like her books and I like them on audio more. But I might annotate this one too. Like, I might restart this one from the beginning and annotate it because I feel like she has a lot of good messaging in her books if you pay attention. Ah! No worries, guys. I caught it. I caught it. My books almost went tumble, but I caught it, guys. Okay. Let's just stay right there. Cool. We're almost done. We're down to the last 5 books, so let's just finish talking about all of these. The next one we have is It Was You, which I read so long ago. Oh, look at this little. It's so cute. I read so long ago. I made it to chapter 6, page 35. And I have some highlights in here. I do want to finish this. I was wishing I could find a like audiobook for it, but I didn't. which is why I kind of put it down. It was kind of slow, but I feel like this might be a fun summer one, so maybe I'll just spend a day trying to get through that. I can't really tell you what it's about because I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. That's probably the oldest book that I've started and did not finish, and I don't even think about it, honestly. Next we have Promise Me Not, which we made it to chapter 6, and I wasn't feeling this book. I was trying to read it during the 24-hour readathon, and I just did not vibe with the book how I vibed with Say You Swear. Say You Swear was such a good book to me, and I was hoping the second book would be too, but something about it just threw me off. I'm definitely gonna give it another chance because I want to get to the third book. Like, I want to finish the whole, hopefully it doesn't die on me again because it just died on me, but I want to get through this whole series, so I hope I can, but we'll see how that one goes before I try to get the next one. Next we have Keeping 13, which I need to get through. I just need to finish it. I am on chapter, I don't even know, 13. I'm on chapter 13. I might just restart the whole book if I'm being honest because I don't remember. Actually, I'm lying. I think it's coming to me now. I think I'm remembering how it started. But I really want to finish this whole series, so I need to get to it. This is just, for how skinny the book looks, it's over 600 pages. So it's a long book. It's scary. Next we have Hunting Adeline. Hunting Adeline, in which I am so intrigued. Not intrigued. I want to get back into it, but it's a really dark book. Like, these books are really dark. I do want to get into it though. I'm probably gonna get it on my Kindle to make it easier because this is a thick book to hold. I really enjoyed the first one, so I know I'm gonna enjoy this one. It's just a lot be going on, okay? And the final book is Wolfsong. I don't know for sure if I want to finish this book, but it is on the list, and I will give it a couple more chapters to see if I want to finish it, but I'm not sure. I'm not really as intrigued about this one as I am the rest of the books on my TBR for July, so we will see where this one goes, but this is not at the top of my list, so this is probably the lowest on the list if I'm being honest. And then I'm not gonna say 100% that these 3 books will be on my CBR for next month because I could finish them this month. Sorry about that. But The Push, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and then Rules for the Summer. Those are 3 books that if I don't finish this month, I am going to be bringing into next month. And then I'm also reading Ace of Spades, Verity Guild, and Lovely War. If I don't finish either one of those 3, I might also bring those 3 into next month. So next month is packed. It's full of books that I'm hoping I can get through, but we will see. Once again, sorry that my light cut out. I don't know why. I literally don't understand why it does stuff like that. I need a new light. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. These are all the books that I'm hoping to read in July. If you see any books on here that you would like to see in a reading vlog, leave it in the comments. I would love to do a reading vlog for you guys. And without further ado, I'm going to end this video off here. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.